And I'm live. What's up? Happy, what is it, Tuesday today? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Um, I'm at a new location. I'm in the basement, and this is where I'm going to try to build the first studio that I'm going to make. I say the first studio because I'm working on the second studio already. I'm actually just put a guy on hold. What's up, Finn Kaufman? I put a guy on hold who wants to help lease me a place, so I could have an actual like place of my own. I'm going to put two hoops in it that were purchased by Andre Gordienko. I want to thank you very, very much. And the other hoop was purchased by, I think, Blake Bastani's parents. And a whole bunch of other people bought me like stuff and things like that. So I'm going to make use of that stuff by leasing out a place and having workouts during the day for like adults and having boot camps in the morning for kids and having boot camps in the afternoon and late night evenings for kids. What's up, Nitin? How you doing, man? And anyway, I'm here in my basement, and as I'm here, I got to clean this place up because it's ridiculous. Like my mom makes a shrine for me and my little brother about like all our basketball stuff. Those are like my trophies. Like when I was growing up, all those trophies were in my room because my mom, that's how she decorated it. So everyone thought that I was really cocky. And if we go this way, there's just some more stuff like my Player of the Year stuff. Gatorade Player of the Year is along the wall in the upper part. Right here, my two Player of the Year awards. But and then if you turn all the way around, some like articles and stuff like that from like high school. When I mentioned that I wanted to take the stuff down, she did not like that idea because she's really proud of me. But I feel like those things are, I don't know, it's kind of weird because like you shouldn't need like all those like awards to inspire you to go, but I'm sure that helped me out a lot. But for some tournaments, they don't even give awards. Like, how was I just in all these tournaments that just happened to give awards? It's probably because during the '90s, that's just what they did. And like I think like one of my very very first trophies, when my team only won 2 games, and I was MVP. They gave me like this enormous like award that's still one of my biggest trophies to date. I mean, it's silly. I was like in 4th grade, so I don't know. That stuff matters, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to throw it away, but it is what it is. Also, the state, what is that called? The Player of the Year awards, like on the wall with the 2 jerseys. Those are supposed to go up in your school, but my school was going to put mine in the closet, I guess. And my mom heard about it and was like, "No, screw that." So she stole them. So don't tell anyone that we still have those. No other Player of the Years have theirs, and I have mine. Anyways, let's begin. We got our oh yeah, and the light's so weird because I haven't set that up yet. I'm gonna set up the light. I have my entire like PC thing that I want to do. I got a lot of stuff to organize. But again, step by step, I'll take care of it. So the quote of the day is "Hope trumps all." Right? Hope trumps all, meaning like if as long as you have hope, you don't need anything else. If you have despair, if you have sadness, if you have like whatever ego, if you have hope, hope will lead you through. All right. So keep hope alive and keep going. No matter what you want to do in life, just keep that hope going. You know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to start with the trivia question hella early. All right, because I don't want people chiming in like late or just coming late just to catch the trivia question or coming in the middle or coming in the beginning. I want to keep it like random. So the official trivia, stuff hasn't started just, so they'll still be easy questions. But here's the trivia question for today. First person to put in the comment section wins. And this one has 3 answers, so you have to put all 3 answers, okay? All right. Let me think. In the 1987 finals, game 4, there was a game-winning shot. Not who shot the shot. Who were the 3 players that the shot was shot over? The 3 legendary players that the shot was shot over. 1987 finals, game 4. Again, I mean, if you know the answer, you can just put it in real quick. But if you don't, Google it. I mean, so all this stuff is on our Limitless Hoops challenge section. If you click on hit the history of hoops, or you can click on 50 All-Stars in the curriculum section, and then click on challenges, and then click on the history of hoops like that. Watch all these videos, know the history of the hoops, know the history of the NBA, know all this stuff, and so that you can inspire yourself, so you can become it, so you can one day become a part of it. All right. So it'll keep pushing you toward there. And every great player, they know all these answers. So just becoming a true fan of the NBA is huge. So any answers yet? Here's a hint. The shot was a hook shot. All right. That is your hint. Another hint is I practiced this shot every freaking day in 5th grade. I would dribble the ball up and down like a yo-yo, and I would go down the middle, hook shot of 12. Good. Even if I missed it, I yelled good because, it was imaginary to begin with. But again, he shot it over 3 players. All right. My next hint is it was Magic Johnson that shot it, but who were the 3 players he shot over? Another hint is that all 3 players are Hall of Famers. That's who shot it. Yes. So who did he shoot over? I'll even give you another thing. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the leading scorer in the history of the NBA, was wide open underneath. And Magic Johnson is one of the best assist guys on the planet, history of the planet. He didn't pass to him. He shot a hook shot from 12 feet away with like 3 seconds left. Okay. It wasn't like there was like 1, 0. No. It was like 2.5, 3 seconds left. And that dude shot a hook shot over 3 people, made it. And you can see Kareem's face like, really? Really? Cool. But who was guarding Magic during that shot? Anyone got this? I'll just continue while you guys ponder over that stuff. You guys can rewatch the tape if you want. I don't know. Anyways, the motivational, no, we're going with elementary drills. We have horseshoe shots, 180 poly for shots, pick and roll defense, point guard advance the ball ahead, under 15 seconds up by 4+ points, and deflections. Horseshoe shots are easy. You go around that circle. Someone turn the lights out on me. It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Just trying to fix the light thing. I haven't set up my lights. I already mentioned that. All right. The light situation will be a lot better tomorrow. Anyways, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, and one more person. 2/3 of the way there. What you got? And I guess this last, and Parrish. There you go. The winner. Did you have to watch the video to find out? When you should have shot over the 3 best players on the same team, that's a pretty good shot. Those are the only 3 I know. Yeah, that's the only 3 that you need. I mean, you should know who Dennis Johnson is and Danny Ainge, but whatever. You don't need to know that. All right. So 180 poly for shots. This is our handoff play. And then the person that handed the ball off then goes off a poly cut. Poly cut is the Iverson cut. We spread from one wing to the other wing. And whether the defense goes on top, into the screen, or on bottom, you're going to be open either way. And then you manipulate it. But it all starts with a handoff to kind of like act as like a misdirect. Danny Ainge, worst GM in the league. Worst GM. He's the one who picked homeboy, whatever his name is. Forgot his name. I can't think when I'm doing the show. Sorry. He's not the worst GM in the league. Clearly, that's Elton Brand. Tatum. Yes, Tatum is a guy. All right. Talking about people. We got Finn Kaufman still trying to do the 5-week challenge. How's that going, Finn Kaufman? Didn't post a video today. I noticed that. So I checked the homework page and I didn't see it. And on your page, I think you like hide all your videos. It's so weird. You have like 0 videos on your page. Yeah. You post our stuff all the time. I'm not sure how you do that, but it's very, very weird. All right. But let us know how the thing's going. Easy this week. Nah, I'm posting later today. Cool. All right. Moving on. Pick and roll defense. When someone comes off a pick and roll, I don't care if you're in like the CYO, LMYA, like 2-year-old basketball. If someone comes off a pick and roll, double team that thing. All right. You just pressure them so much, and then you try to rotate someone over to guard the loose guy who picked. All right. And if you can do those 2 things and you can double team as fast as you can, hands up and like strong, you can take care of a double team. Or you can take care of a pick and roll. But know this. A lot of people are just bad at that kind of stuff. And if you're good enough and you can pass out of a double team, or you can like beat them there, now someone's always going to be open because you're going to get double teamed. So if they don't double team, they lose. If they do double team, they lose, but only to a good player. So I will refresh that. If you don't double team, you will lose to everyone on a pick and roll. If you do players, so double team. If you can do if you're a great player and you can do the pick and roll very, very well, then no one can guard you. It's a pretty much an unstoppable play, which is why the NBA employs it so much. You got a copyright strike. Oh yeah, man. You can't be posting songs on there. You got to watch it. Or did they copyright you on your workout because you were working out like LeBron James or Rocky Balboa? Maybe your jump shot was like so nice. They were like, "Is this Ray Allen? What the hell? This is copyright infringement." Point guard advance the ball ahead. If you're dribbling the ball up, always pass the ball ahead. Throw the ball ahead. If you can, you throw the ball ahead, because if you throw the ball ahead, you are faster than you would if you dribble the ball. Period. So if you see someone open, pass it ahead. Under 15 seconds, up by 4+ points. All right. So there's 14 seconds on the clock, and you're up by 5 points. You want to make sure that you maintain the lead by not giving up easy buckets. All right, you're on defense. You stay in front of them. You don't jump. You make sure that shot's overhand. You make sure that you're getting through screens, possibly even switch screens right here. All right. So talk to your coach, see what he wants to do, but make sure that you guys are all doing what you're supposed to be doing. All right. Deflections +1. This is a game where we try to put our hand in the passing lane, and if you get a deflection and you can touch the ball, then you get a point, like for your team. So we want to do this because we want you to be in passing lanes. We want you to be making the offense just have a horrible time and just keeping them out of their flow. You made like 83s in a row, and they were scared that Curry could. Yep, that makes sense, man. You got to watch out for those copyright claims. All right. Next up, we're talking about the Clippers. The Clippers. Now I know I'm a Clipper hater because I'm a Laker fan, right? But just looked up some top things, and we have the Clippers are struggling with their leadership. All right. Again, that was the same MO as last year. All right, mission operative. If you don't know, all right, they don't have a leader because Kawhi's quiet, and Paul George isn't very consistent. He's not very loud either, really. Their leader's Patrick Beverley, and he's not their best player. So this is always going to be a weird dynamic there. And anyone can be loud or quiet or whatever. It's your personality, but in the end, it's like you still need a leader. Sorry. And I saw this video because I'm organizing my coaches here based on their personalities. I'm making them take a personality test. And if they're like, an introvert versus an extrovert, whether they are intuitive versus sensing or whatever it may be, right? If they're spontaneous versus organized, all right? And it's a combination of all those things. I'm going to hire them for each grade level, but I want different personalities, so I want them all. But I saw this HBO documentary that was like talking trash about that. And it was like saying how all these personality tests are ruining the world and how like it's discrimination because certain personality types can't get hired. I say that, all right, because that's actually something like they're going to test your personality anyways, right? When they get you at a job interview, right? So who you are is huge. And if you're a quiet person and you're trying to go for a head coaching job, that's probably not for you. And if a company like a coding company needs some introverts, then they need some introverts. So it sucks, and you can pretend to be someone that you aren't for as long as you can, like me trying to pretend like I can do a podcast when I can't. All right. But in the end, you're going to succeed, and the company's going to succeed if they hire the right people. So these personality tests, I think that they're very, very important. And there's enough jobs in the world for every personality type. So I really don't mind them. But in the end, the Clippers should have had all the superstars in the league take a personality test, and they should have got a leader, because you need a leader on your team. You need someone who can speak up. And if you guys aren't that person, there's still some time. Create the habit of becoming that person. Speak up to your parents. Speak up to the Subway guy so you can ask for your own sandwich. Speak up when you're around people. Start a podcast like me, because I'm even getting better at talking, okay? And people actually think that I'm very, very outgoing. They think that I'm like a very great, very good leader, right? But that stuff was so hard for me growing up. And I probably didn't speak out loud till 10th grade. All right. And I kind of did it before. I wanted to, but I just couldn't. And then I finally got some balls and I did it. And by college, I could do it a lot. And then after college, I did all these camps, stuff like that. I got very decent at talking to people. All right. And I just knew that it had to happen. So I force myself every single day. But if you guys do it from a young age, you can actually do it well. Next thing we have is our middle school drills. We have drives and rotations, 180 tangent for shots, down screen and screen away, 3 for layup and shot, 10 seconds tie game, 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws from the sideline out of bounds. So if let me see, the drives and rotations, if someone drives baseline, you got to rotate for them. All right. So if you're the opposite block, you got to rotate to the middle. If you're the opposite wing, you rotate to the corner. All right. You got to rotate to where they can see you. You can't just assume like I'm open. No. You got to sprint to spots where there's no one in between you and the person with the ball. All right. If you want to get open, you got to sprint to that spot. You don't have to sprint close to them. Just sprint along the outside so that they can see you. I like to say if they were playing like laser tag and like they had like the laser on their chest and it's just shining out, you want the laser to be able to hit you. But if someone's guarding them and the laser's blocking them, you have to move to where they can see you. All right, because not everyone is like a super tall passer that can pass over everyone. They need to see a lane. So move yourself to that lane. And that's for the opposite post. He needs to move out of the way, all right, because his man is going to help. So that means that he's here, the person driving's there, his man is right in between. That person has to move up so that they can have a passing lane. And if they both do their job, every drive should equal a bucket. What's up, Blake Bastani? You missed our trivia question today, and it was answered by Finn Kaufman. All right, the trivia question was, who were the 3 defenders that were guarding Magic Johnson on his hook shot in 1987 in the game 4 finals? And the answer was Roy Parrish, Larry Bird, and Kevin McHale. And speaking of those 3 people, that brings me to my next point, and that is super teams. All right, a lot of someone said, why does everyone give LeBron James crap about creating super teams? And they were like, well, I mean, there's been super teams forever. And when one super team was the Boston Celtics, all right, they had a ton of guys, probably like 4 or 5 Hall of Famers on the same team. But then someone's like, well, it's how they were put together. Sorry, I could come on. Oh, you have math tutoring? Man, you're a smart kid. All right. Well, when they have super teams, like the Boston Celtics were so good in the 60s, they won like, I don't know, 8 championships or something like that, always beating my Lakers, of course. And then the other super teams were like, the Celtics. And then Magic Johnson got his own super team by saying, hey, don't pay me more money. Go give me more players. And he got like himself 4 or 5 Hall of Famers. And then there's super teams in the 90s with Charles Barkley and the Rockets. There's super teams later on and all the time. Boston Celtics again, all these people, right? But someone said that no, LeBron's is different because all those other super teams, they did it naturally, or at least it seemed natural because you didn't hear about it. You didn't know about it. So it was done in secret. And I was like, oh, so LeBron being transparent and being truthful makes him a bad guy? And the answer is yes. All right. If no one knows about the secret, then no one cares. So they kind of want shady people. It's really weird, right? So, just know that super teams are always going to happen because people want to win. People understand that, like, if you have 1 player, it's not enough. 2 players, not enough. The Jazz are a super team because they have 3 All-Stars. I mean, kind of, right? But they don't have 3 superstars, right? So what I would do it like Dame Lillard. I mean, stay on my team. I would try to recruit players. If they don't come, who cares, right? And you know how great you are. You don't need championship. You try your hardest all the time. And there's different things. So it's like, if Dame had Shaq on his team and he won 3 championships, Dame sucks. All right, because he should win 5 championships. Right. So it's all about who you have and what you can do with what you have. All right. Giannis not winning isn't that big. That's a huge deal. All right. So, and then games, I would be feeling like enormously cocky right now. I'll be like, beat all you guys. I'm in the finals all these times. And now you put 4 future Hall of Famers on the same team just to beat me. Wow. And you can say it like whatever, but like that's what it took. That's what it's taking. And if he can somehow beat them, people still wouldn't give him credit. I said that's even more impressive. All right. If no one's willing to give you credit ever, that means that you're someone. Because that's how they did Muhammad Ali and people like that. They never gave them credit. Never. Not for 20 years. It's very, very cool to be that guy. LeBron assembled a super team and the Warriors drafted one. That is also different. Yeah. The Warriors had all their draft picks. I like that because that's like some luck comes into that as well. But also like Clay was like a late draft pick. Draymond Green, same thing. At that point in time, Curry, relatively late draft pick. That's why I liked them so much. And then when they put all those guys together, they were the greatest team in the history of the NBA. And then LeBron James beat them. I'm just saying. All right. And then right after that, they got Kevin Durant. So, I mean, that's again another pretty cool thing. But them and OKC, they drafted so well. That's like the Hall of Fame of draft rights right there. I mean, like, dude, that's like amazing with what they did. The Lakers, when they got Magic, they bought that pick from the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then Portland Trailblazers have whiffed on a few, right? But yeah, no, I think OKC and the Warriors, their draft picks have been just unbelievable. That's why I think LeBron is the GOAT. Again, the only reason I'm going to say LeBron isn't the GOAT is because he's not a great basketball player. He's just not. I mean, sorry, he is great. He's just not highly skilled like those other guys are. He's enormously skilled for his size. It's like unbelievable. It's one of a kind. But he's not as fun to watch as Steph Curry and like Michael Jordan. So, I mean, that's what I like about basketball. The winning and stuff like that, again, that stuff is rigged. I'm not worried about that. I worry about like how much skill you can accumulate during that time. And since he's so big, he doesn't have to accumulate so much skill or as much. Dirk took a huge pay cut also and beat LeBron. Yeah, the pay cut people though, that's like Magic Johnson. I don't give them that much credit. That's what Curry did to get Klay Thompson. Or no, to get Kevin Durant as well. That's not that impressive. It's like saying I'm going to take less money and gamble on this, and then when they win the championship, they get more money because of sponsorships. So I mean, I'm surprised more players don't do it. Why doesn't everyone just take a pay cut? It seems so obvious. Anyway, let's finish up with the high school stuff. Dirk gets no credit at all for being good. I know Dirk does get hated on. Jason Terry outscored LeBron in the 2011. Yes, he did. Not for all the games, though, I don't think. Just for one game, the crucial game. Let's see. We have spin move series, 2-on-2-on-2 triangle, force post middle, pyramid, 0 to 3 seconds up by 3, 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. The one that I want to talk about on that one is force post middle. All right. So we force the wing players to drive to the baseline, force post to the middle. Your team might have something different, but make sure that you guys all are in the same accord. Why you would force the post middle is because there's going to be no help on the baseline side. So it's way too quick a basket. But if you force them toward the middle, now you have help and far less passing lanes. If the person helps, they should do it with their chest toward the offensive player's chest. And then for I forgot to talk about the screen down, screen away thing. But for the middle school, screen down, screen away, knowing your position on defense is also a huge thing. All right, and both of those together, where you're forcing people and how you get through screens, those things you don't need to be a high level athlete to do those things. You just have to be a smart player and stay in your position and be quick enough to understand that, like, what's going on right now. And I mean quick enough by your mind. So, John, I can't believe I am almost done with my challenge. Good. I know, it's pretty good, man. Average he outscored? Dang, that's crazy. All right. So who here who here is impressed by all my trophies in the background? Anyone want to try to achieve as many trophies as I got? Are you smart enough to understand that the trophies don't matter? And it's all about what level that you reach. Because you understand, like, seriously, like, I would say 75% of these trophies and awards, 75% are because I'm tall. All right. And I'm not dogging myself. I mean, I tried. But I mean, I was tall and I'm coordinated. God gave me that, period. It's like talking about like draft picks, right? It's like, yeah, you automatically start with all the best players. I mean, it's not that impressive. And I would compare myself to like Tracy McGrady. And that's what I could have done. So I was that far away from my potential. Tracy McGrady is my potential. All right. So who's your potential? Is it like Matthew Dellavedova? If you're not 6'3", you're just 6 foot unathletic. Who's your potential? That's who you need to compare yourself to. You can't compare yourself to Shaq. I have about 40 T-shirts though. Yeah, you have 0 trophies. Hey, you don't need the trophies. All you need is to reach your highest level. All right. Last thing I was going to talk about is the motivational story. We got push yourself again and again. Don't give an inch until the final buzzer sounds. And that final buzzer does not have to be the game buzzer, but it can be. All right. You push yourself until the final buzzer sounds. You keep pushing. But, and like you just never give up no matter how much you're down by, no matter how much you're up by. You want to be that guy Like Patrick Beverly calls himself Mr. 94 feet. That means he's going to pick you up full court every single second of the game. Just me reading that on Twitter today, I was like, whew, I'm tired just listening to that phrase, Mr. 94 feet. That would be insane for someone like that the entire game. If you can push yourself like that, you're always in the game. Every single loose, you're always in the game. They need you in the game. You're diving out of bounds, they need you in the game. Every single rebound, you're at least tipping it and like always hustling. They need you in the game. All right. And you're so in shape because you've been running the 5-week challenge like you guys have been doing. All right. They're gonna, and that you want to be a person that is needed. All right. And you want to be that kind of human being. So I'm gonna talk to this guy in about 5 minutes once I get off here, and I'm gonna see if he can lease me this place. This property is it's kind of skinny. I can't put like a full court in there, but I can put 2 hoops in there easy. I can put workout equipment in there, and I can get year-round access all the time. Plus, we would still rent out gyms. And I already have one player that says that they're going to sign up. I talked to the mom and the dad and the kid for like 2.5 hours. Worked around in his basement, and they're like so in. They're so excited, but I can't talk to everyone for 2.5 hours. So I'm trying to like create like a head of steam thing where it gets exciting just to like wait for. So I'm going to create a waiting list soon. If I can get enough kids on that waiting list to pay me like maybe $100 a month, then I can rent out that gym early. And I should do private sessions. Well, of course, yeah. I'll be doing private sessions for that. And then I'll slowly work up the actual gym in the morning times with the adults and try to do it like 24-hour fitness, like do something like that where there's like a circuit training thing, but I'll do different kinds of circuits where they have a lot of rest time or a little rest time, depending on their like personality types or how much they want to do or like how much weight they want to lift. And that's what's going to be like our base, I guess. And hopefully some of them have kids and then they can put them into our program. But I'm going to start the whole thing in August. And up until that point, I'm gonna build this thing. I'm gonna do this show out of that place, hopefully too. So after I set up the studio here, I'll also set up the studio up at the actual gym. So those are my plans. John, by the way, me and Finn will put in more work for the homework than your Colorado kids. If you guys can keep up to them without me pushing you guys, yo, that's something special. And if I can always point to you guys as like the creme de la creme, I mean, they're gonna have someone to look up to that they can't keep up with because you guys have been in our program for so long. They should not be able to keep up to you. You should do birthday parties there. Nah, screw birthday parties, man. I'm not going to be that guy. I've already said it. Hold me to that because if they hand me enough money, I might become that guy. But I hope I don't. I really, really hope that we never have one birthday party in that stupid gym. I really hope. But I will be holding our annual, our quarterly parties there as well. Maybe some like clinics, stuff like that there whenever we can't get a gym. Like something happens, like rain or something like that, I can do it in my place. So that would be like our offshoot place, our conditioning place, and things like that. So I'm gonna talk to the guys soon. Those are my plans. I told you guys that I would keep you up to date, and then soon I will clean all this stuff. See all those bags back there, dude? I got so much stuff to put together, so much stuff, and I'm gonna take care of it all. So judge me every day by what's in my background, and see if I keep going, and then you guys keep going as well. All right, make sure that you guys keep pushing yourself again. Push yourself again and again. Don't give an inch until the final buzzer sounds. And that final buzzer is whenever your knees are done, whenever like your school career is done, whenever your college career is done, whenever you absolutely can't play anymore because you're 40 years old. Okay, you're about to run my mile. You're about to run your mile. I like that, man. I saw that treadmill in your house. That's pretty cool. All right, so keep working, you guys, and make sure you guys watch the movies. Again, the movies for this month, starting with first grade all the way through 12th. Cars, The Babe, Cool Runnings, Breaking Away, Blue Chips, Eddie, Cinderella Man, Gridiron Gang, Draft Day, The Damn United, The Color of Money, and Any Given Sunday. If you watch any of those movies, post what you thought about them. You don't have to give up the whole like plot, but you can post what you thought about them, like thumbs up, thumbs down online, and add it to our homework section. Again, to get access to our homework section, go to 50allstars.com, click on curriculum, and then click on playlist access. Anyways, that's my time, and I will see you guys later. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and good luck, everybody. Peace.